All right. I think we are live. I'm going to pull up my stream on my phone. Just to make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to. Go ahead and launch. Actually, we can leave this right here for a second. That's fine. Just won't worry about that. Okay. We are going to join the Elden Ring hype train. Basically, a bunch of big streamers like Kai Cenat, Ludwig, Mizkif, they've all been beating Elden Ring. One, because they've been doing like long marathon streams where they don't end the stream until they beat it, which is super fun, super cool. I don't have that luxury, so mine is going to be a lot more boring and drawn out over time. But I think a lot of people are playing it in preparation for the DLC that's coming out, I think, honestly, in a week or two. So I don't plan on beating the game that fast, just because I am not a full-time streamer. But if I can, that'd be sick. And then I plan on beating the DLC as well. My main goal for this is to 100% the game. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to get every single achievement. I'm going to beat everybody that I need to beat, all the bosses, all the side quests, whatever that looks like. Just to clarify a few things before we get into the actual gameplay. One, this is my first From Software Dark Souls type game. As you can see here, I have played Elden Ring. I played about 60 hours, 58, you can see. I played it right when it came out. And then got stuck, got bored, whatever happened, I quit playing the game. So my plan is to make a brand new character. I don't really know much about the game. You'd be surprised in 60 hours. I don't even think I got halfway through it. I say I don't even know what order these go in, but I beat Godric. May have been the last one that I beat, or maybe that's the first one. I think Margit's the first one. So, yeah, there's that. Is I don't know a lot about this game. I am going to use a guide. I plan on using Fextra Life's guide just to kind of walk through like what level I should be, what items, whatever that looks like, as well as an achievement guide, just to absolutely make sure that I don't screw up, missing any of those with the alternate endings and stuff like that. So in terms of the stream or the YouTube video, I guess is where most people will probably end up watching this because I probably have no viewers. You're going to see a timer up in the top left. That is literally just how long it's going to take me to beat the game or play the game. The reason I like having the timer is for when I edit. So it's nice if it takes me 100 hours to beat a boss. You guys don't think I did it in the first try. I can't skip and edit my way through the game. You guys will see exactly how much time it actually takes me to do stuff. Right below the timer is just a death counter. I'm not going to do anything too fancy with deaths. Maybe if I do like a marathon stream to end the game, I'll do something like a spin wheel similar to what Ludwig and Squeaks did or something like that. But again, it's just to give you an idea of how many times I, as an inexperienced From Software player, have died. Other than that, normal stuff. So my plan for the first stream is to actually learn the lore of the game. So I am notorious for not really paying attention to, that dialogue and reading whatever notes and books and whatever else you find throughout the game. So there's a 2.5-hour YouTube video that is literally titled Lore Recap Before DLC. I'm fully aware that there's going to be spoiler alerts. I don't really care. I'd rather appreciate the game for like the sick story that's behind it and understand who I'm killing and why rather than be mad that I spoiled it for myself or whatever. So my plan is we're going to launch Elden Ring. I'm going to let the loud ass intro play. And then I'm just going to let this lore video play while I basically make my character and then go through the first little area, get some items, get my my bearings, figure out how to kill things and play the game and whatnot. So that's going to be the entire 2.5 to 3 hour stream. And then we'll go from there. Lots of raging, lots of anger and hatred for myself for going through this. But like I said, we're gonna 100% this bitch. I'm fucking pumped. I'm glad that I'm finally playing it. Again, the other thing I'm notorious for is buying all these games and then not touching them. So slowly I want to get through them and actually beat them. So I'm glad that I've decided to kind of hop into Elden Ring. I've heard it is a generational game. Oh my god, flashbang. That was blinding. Okay. I'm really hoping that my stream goes okay. This is the first time that I've streamed since I completely wiped my PC, so hopefully everything is okay. Okay, so this is the part where I should probably look stuff up. I think most people start as a samurai. I don't know anything about the meta either, so that's kind of the other interesting part of this. We'll do that. We'll do actually. I wonder if I could open up. Pause champ. I did not know you could put notes. Favorited. Haha! Nice. Okay, cool. Go ahead and put that over here. Friends list can stay. That might, it'd be easier if I leave it over here. Okay. So let's see here. See the classes and keepsakes page. So let's just see what his classes page is. Oh, am I breaking my computer? Oof. That scares me when that happens. Okay, let's not keep going back and forth like that. Well-rounded classes are recommended for players starting out. Beginners will have to decide what playstyle they have, how they want to approach the game, and how they want to build their character. Each class also comes with a set of starting equipment. Melee is Vagabond. Hybrid casting is Confessor. High-end Samurai. Samurai is a lot of people's favorite starting class because of its great starting weapon, which gives you an advantage at the start of the game, and you can start the game with great endurance. A bleed-focused build has been made for beginners who want to play aggressively. New players to this class can try and make modifications to the existing Bloodblade build. So if I do the Samurai... That seems so boring. Oh well, let's just do it. Okay, so I'm going to start the lore video. We're going to make a samurai.
The basic narrative of Elden Ring is quite simple. It begins with the shattering of the Elden Ring, a cosmic artifact that governs this world. A war then ensues, but no clear successor arises from the brutal conflict. With the demigods failing to claim the throne, the Greater Will looks to the Tarnished, a long-banished warrior people, to restore order and ascend the Elden Throne. Yet beyond this basic narrative is a world of rich history, lore, and hidden narratives that provides a never-ending rabbit hole for those who enjoy a good story. This is something that can be experienced in part by watching my entire lore series, a 35-hour exploration into this incredible world. Yet in the comments of that video I noted a common request. Could I provide a more condensed story summary in preparation for the DLC? That is what this video aims to be, a more concise story summary of Elden Ring, or at least as concise as I can possibly make it. From the division of the One Great to the Shattering War, this video will give you everything you need to understand the lore basics ahead of Shadow of the Erdtree. So join me this week as we explore the lore of Elden Ring, and remember that if you enjoy Elden Ring lore, then consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. The Elden Ring itself is the most important artifact in the lands between, and so it is fitting that we begin with it and its arrival in this world. The item description of the Elden Star's incantation...
Hang on here. Let's look at the keepsakes. All keepsakes are obtainable later in the game, some near immediately, meaning that you can safely make your choice for the early game. So I get 6% extra HP, I get 3,000 runes, grants an additional charge for your sacred flask providing extra HP or FP restoration. I feel like I should just take the extra health or the golden seed. Grants an additional charge for your sacred flask. I feel like that might be useful. Why don't we do that?
Reads the following. This legendary incantation is the most ancient of those that derive from the Erdtree. It is said that long ago, the Greater Will sent a golden star bearing a beast into the lands between, which would later become the Elden Ring. There are a number of important pieces of lore to be found within these few sentences. The first is that the Elden Beast and the Elden Ring are one and the same. This is what is also visually communicated to us in the final battle of the game as well. Radagon holds the Elden Ring within his body, but when he is defeated, the Elden Ring's avatar arises from the mist. Another visual detail which communicates this is a crack present along the Elden Beast's stomach, highlighting that this beast is the Elden Ring that was shattered by Marika. We learn more about the Elden Ring and beast via its remembrance, which reads the following. It was the vassal beast of the Greater Will, and living incarnation of the concept of order. If the Elden Beast is the living avatar of order, then the Elden Ring is an artifact through which order is imposed. You see, the Greater Will never interacts directly with the lands between. The Elden Beast is its vassal, meaning it rules here on behalf of the Greater Will. The two fingers are described in a similar fashion via the Nox mirror helm, which reads, "Worn by those committed to high treason, it wards off the intervention of the greater will and its vassal fingers." We begin to see a picture emerging of the greater will's limitations. It cannot act directly on the earthly plane and can only do so through third parties. The Elden Ring, the Elden Beast, the Two Fingers, and Marika herself.
Want to become an amazing content creator? You should use motion arrays, templates, motion graphics, presets.
Enya tells us that Marika's position of God is basically a chosen earthly representative of the greater will, and vessel for the Elden Ring.
Queen Marika is the vessel of the Elden Ring, carrier of it.
I gotta pause this. I'm not even paying attention to that right now. I'm making my character. I gotta decide if I want this to look like me, or if I want it to look like what I would want to look like if I was in some fantasy world. I feel like I have some pretty bushy eyebrows. Wait, why? Why can you do that? Oh, yeah, that's actually kind of sick. Okay, I like that. Now, I do want to make, like... Might have to change my hair. Why don't we do that? I need to change my dude's like actual. Let's see here. Oh. But I like my eyes being like just straight out in the open. Oh, being blindfolded is kind of sick though. Nah, let's just keep the eyes. Dude, I did not realize how in-depth this was. Holy shit. Alright, that's fine. All right, here we go.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring.
Kaya?
The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othniel, the all-knowing.
I think that all makes sense so far. Okay.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown.
Hey, that's me.
Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
See, I can't remember if these messages were useful or fucking annoying. That's funny. I might as well just fucking leave them on. Hey, for the content, am I right? All right. You will get this achievement shortly after defeating the fire giant at mountaintops of the giant's area. Just after killing the giant, proceeds toward the top of the boss area and ascent yourself upwards by riding the huge chain. That's the first achievement I'm supposed to get. What the hell? Alright. So let's turn on... I'm going to restart this because I was not fucking listening to a lick of it.
The basic narrative of Elden Ring is quite simple. It begins with the shattering of the Elden Ring, a cosmic artifact that governs this world. A war then ensues, but no clear successor arises from the brutal conflict. With the demigods failing to claim the throne, the Greater Will looks to the Tarnished, a long-banished warrior people, to restore order and ascend the Elden Throne. Yet beyond this basic narrative is a world of rich history, lore, and hidden narratives that provides a never-ending rabbit hole for those who enjoy a good story. This is something that can be experienced in part by watching my entire lore series, a 35-hour exploration into this incredible world. Yet in the comments of that video I noted a common request. Could I provide a more condensed story summary in preparation for the DLC? That is what this video aims to be, a more concise story summary of Elden Ring. or at least as concise as I can possibly make it. From the division of the One Great to the Shattering War, this video will give you everything you need to understand the lore basics ahead of Shadow of the Erdtree. So join me this week as we explore the lore of Elden Ring, and remember that if you enjoy Elden Ring lore, then consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. The Elden Ring itself is the most important artifact in the lands between, and so it is fitting that we begin with it and its arrival in this world. The item description of the Elden Star's incantation reads the following. This legendary incantation is the most ancient of those that derive from the Erdtree. It is said that long ago, the Greater Will sent a golden star bearing a beast into the lands between, which would later become the Elden Ring. There are a number of important pieces of lore to be found within these few sentences. The first is that the Elden Beast and the Elden Ring are one and the same. This is what is also visually communicated to us in the final battle of the game as well. Radagon holds the Elden Ring within his body, but when he is defeated, the Elden Ring's avatar arises from the mist. Another visual detail which communicates this is a crack present along the Elden Beast's stomach, highlighting that this beast is the Elden Ring that was shattered by Marika.
Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
We learn more about the Elden Ring and Beast via its remembrance, which reads the following. It was the vassal beast of the Greater Will, and living incarnation of the concept of order. If the Elden Beast is the living avatar of order, then the Elden Ring is an artifact through which order is imposed. You see, the Greater Will never interacts directly with the lands between. The Elden Beast is its vassal, meaning it rules here on behalf of the Greater Will. The two fingers are described in a similar fashion via the Nox Mirror Helm, which reads, worn by those committed to high treason. It wards off the intervention of the Greater Will and its vassal fingers. We begin to see a picture emerging of the Greater Will's limitations. It cannot act directly on the earthly plane, and can only do so through third parties. The Elden Ring, the Elden Beast, the Two Fingers, and Marika herself. Enya tells us that Marika's position of God is basically a chosen earthly representative of the Greater Will, and vessel for the Elden Ring.
Queen Marika is the vessel of the Elden Ring, carrier of its vision, a god in truth.
Incidentally, this is why Marika and Radagon also shatter alongside the Elden Ring, as they bear the Elden Ring within themselves as the vessel of its power. They are part of it, in a way.
O Radagon, leal hound of the Golden Order, thou art yet to become me. Thou art yet to become a god. Let us be shattered, both. Mine other self.
Indeed, we see this happen in the announcement trailer, where their body shatters alongside the Elden Ring, and of course we fight the shattered remains of Radagon, still bearing the broken Elden Ring. So the Greater Will enforces its will on the lands between via proxy, and we know that the Elden Ring brings order, and the form that order takes seems to be a result of its constituent parts. Runes. We know runes are the constituent parts of the Elden Ring, because the introduction tells us that the great runes gathered by the demigods are the resultant fragments of the shattered Elden Ring. Thus all runes, ranging from the great runes to the small golden runes we collect, are fragments of the shattered Elden Ring. It is the composition of certain runes that make up the current order, that determines in what manner the Elden Ring imposes order upon the material realm. We know this thanks to the various Elden Lord endings: Age of Fracture, Age of the Dustborn, Age of Order, and the Blessing of Despair. These endings are all the same in the broader sense. We repair the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, the fractured Marika's new consort. However, they all differ in a significant way. They each usher in a different type of order, as the Elden Ring is affected by the particular mending rune we choose. If we introduce Dungator's Rune of the Fell Curse, the entire Elden Ring is affected and the world's order with it. Indeed, the Golden Order itself is an order that resulted from a certain configuration of runes, specifically the absence of the Rune of Death. This is something we learn from the mending rune of the Death Prince, which reads, "The Golden Order was created by confining destined death. Thus, this new order will be one of death restored." This fact is reiterated by Enya, who says,
The Rune of Death goes by two names. The other is Destined Death, the forbidden shadow plucked from the Golden Order upon its creation.
This brings us to an interesting discussion regarding the Greater Will. It becomes clear that it cares about only one thing: order, no matter the form that order takes. This is a point beautifully argued by Ratatoskr in his video on the Greater Will, which I will link below. In this video, Ratatoskr makes the point that the Greater Will isn't necessarily tied to the Golden Order specifically, and points to the ancient dragon civilization to cement this point. The Remembrance of Placidusax tells us that this great dragon was once an Elden Lord himself, in an age far before the Erd Tree. He too was a consort to a god, just as we are to Marika, as our Radagon and Godfrey are to her as well. There is always a god, there is always a lord, and there is always an order, manifested by a specifically configured Elden Ring. In the ruins of Farum Azula, the dragon civilization, there is a mural depicting the Elden Ring, but it looks very, very different, and again it suggests that the order of this time would have been very different from the Golden Order. Indeed, it has a very wild aspect to it, with the chaotic looking branches, suggesting it was the order of a more primal and bestial era. Before we go any further, I do want to briefly discuss the process through which a mortal god is selected. Ranni is the best source for this, as she too was once an Empyrean. She says the following:
I was once an Empyrean, of the demigods. Only I, Mikola, and Melania could claim that title. Each of us was chosen by our own two fingers, as a candidate to succeed Queen Marika, to become the new god of the coming age, which is when I received Blythe, in the form of a vassal tailored for an Empyrean.
Empyreans are those elected by the Greater Will's vassals to be candidates for godhood. These would be gods then must wrest control of the Elden Ring and establish a new order, becoming a god, and this was a feat that Marika herself achieved when she was once Empyrean. The new order is then completed by the god taking a consort Elden Lord, Placidusax, Radagon, and Godfrey being the ones that we know about.
You can be a hero today by securing your future, because if the worst should happen tomorrow, the world is gonna need you to build a better day after.
So yes,
I don't love that I can't like actually pause the game. Nice. I'm assuming I can't actually pause the game because of this multiplayer shit. Okay, I have a decent grasp of what is going on. Is this something I should do right away? Whatever. Okay. Let me turn these lights off real quick. I hope if this was on. All right. Used tarnished furled finger to write a gold summon sign. Cooperative multiplayer will begin once you've been summoned. You will take the role of an ally. Cool. So many of these little messages, they're so annoying. Thus begins our journey to becoming the Elden Lord. Wow, I can't wait. We'll see if my controller survives this journey. Okay. Couple things. Let's do this. So, Limgrave has a lot of places to visit, but only a few of them are essential. Right next to the first step site of grace, you'll find the White Mask Var. Exhaust his dialogue for some info about the world and to start his quest. Your first step will be head to the Church of Ella, meet Merchant Kale, one of the nomadic merchants of the game. Patrolling between the starting point and the church is a tree sentinel boss. He'll be extremely difficult at this stage of the game, so it is strongly suggested you avoid him. Defeating him rewards you with his golden halberd at the church. Buy the crafting kit. Kale offers a torch and a telescope. Also make note of the nearby upgrade branch. You do have the optional cave and catacomb objectives to gain talismans. I just did.
Greater will just wants an order, any order, reinforced by the fact that it will accept the order of the Fell Curse as readily as it will the Age of Order, ordaining you as the Elden Lord equally in each case. This is all well and good, but it still leaves us with some questions. When did this happen though? When did the Elden Ring arrive in the lands between? Well, certainly a long time before even the Erd Tree. The Erd Tree and the Elden Ring have not always been synonymous. We have already read Placidus Act's Remembrance, which tells us he was the Elden Lord in the time before the Erd Tree. It clearly took some time, possibly even a millennia, for the Erd Tree to emerge, and the Elden Ring was in operation
without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Pretty messed up, bro.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Drafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you. If you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are. It's time you set off, I should castles if you seek.
Okay. So my guide says first step should be head to the church, meet the merchant, and then head over to the gate front ruins and obtain the map. Also pick up the whetstone knife and get the Ash of War Storm Stomp from an underground chest.
without it for some time. My ideas on this have changed a lot over time, but my conclusion remains that I believe the Elden Ring precipitated diverse life on this planet, meaning it has been there since the beginning of life as we know it. We only get one reference to the origins of life in this world, and that is via the Maiden of the Three Fingers, Hieta. After we assume the mantle of the Lord of Frenzied Flame, and we touch Hieta, we transfer some of its power to her. The Three Fingers grant her clarity, and give her the bigger picture of their plan. She tells us how life came to be, and of that original state of life, that the Three Fingers yearns to return to.
As your maiden, allow me to divine them. All that there is came from the one great. Then came fractures, and births, and souls.
So again, we learn it was the greater will that precipitated diverse life in this world. And again I ask you, how does the greater will act on the mortal plane? Indirectly, through its vassals and its chief instrument, the Elden Ring. Does it therefore not make sense that it was the Elden Ring's arrival that started this change? That its power was what afflicted the One Great and caused it to split? This is what I believe, given what we know about the greater will. I believe the arrival of the Elden Ring via the means described in Elden Stars was the moment in which the One Great shattered, and that the Elden Ring was sent to the earth for this exact purpose, to reform the life found within the One Great and impose the greater will's order upon it. There is also evidence that the Elden Ring is inexorably tied to life itself, as the Golden Rune item description reads, "Even now, runes are still imbued with the power of life itself. The current order, the Golden Order, is one of life unbound, with the removal of the Rune of Death." Marika's rune is also an interesting shape. As suggested by Quelaag in a tweet, there is a real possibility that her rune is an inversion of the Rune of Death, making it the Rune of Life, and her the God of Life.
Dude, I hate that they're YouTube ads.
Additionally, the Erd Tree is a creation of the Elden Ring, or is at least connected to its power, as illustrated by each of the endings in which a rejuvenated Erd Tree takes on the hue of the newly configured Elden Ring. This is significant as the Erd Tree itself acts as the nexus of life in the lands between. All life is returned to the Erd Tree via its burials, and as is pointed out by Tarnished Archaeologist in their video series on life, there are murals in the catacombs that suggest death is recycled, life being born from the boughs of the Erd Tree. We know for a fact that the earlier form of the Erd Tree during the Age of Plenty would bear dew, which itself contained life. We learn this from numerous items, such as the amber medallions that contain the hardened amber of the Erd Tree, described as containing a primordial life energy. Indeed, the vital energies of the amber do seem to boost the vitality of the bearer in different ways. The Erd Tree is, or at least was, a life-bearing tree, the source of primordial life itself, which makes sense when you consider the preceding form of the Erd Tree, the Crucible. We learn that the Erd Tree was once the Crucible via the Godskin Noble set, which reads, "Nobles are the most ancient apostles who are said to have assimilated inhuman physiology, not unlike the Crucible, the Erd Tree in its primordial form." Indeed, it seems as though the physical form of this Crucible was itself somewhat tree-like, as Siluria's spear is said to be modelled on the Crucible, and it takes on a wild arboreal form. We learn more about the role this Crucible played in regards to life via the aspect of the Crucible incantations, which reads the following. This is a manifestation of the Erd Tree's primal vital energies, an aspect of the primordial Crucible where all life was once blended together. Now, in the past, I have certainly been guilty of overcomplicating the nature of the Crucible and the era in which it occurred. In the past, I have theorized it merely occupied the period before the Erd Tree, with some overlap with the Age of Dragons and the Beastman civilization. However, in starting afresh for this video, I believe the truth is far simpler. That truth being that the Crucible has existed since the beginning of diverse life, since the splitting of the One Great. The description of the aspect of the Crucible incantation contains a few key words. The Crucible was the place where all life was once blended together, and it is the primordial source of life. If all life had to have come from the Crucible at some stage, it means that it has always existed, at least until it was replaced by its new form, the Erd Tree. After all, Siluria's spear, modelled after the Crucible, has its name taken from the real-world Silurian period, one of the earliest eras in the Earth's history. The Crucible was the form that the One Great took after it had split, following the Greater Will's interference. The One Great and Crucible are therefore overlapping moments in the history of evolution, and thus it makes sense that they are described using similar language. Both are a stage of evolution where life was blended together. They are an overlapping stage of evolution, but both moving in the opposite direction. The Crucible is the blended form of life, prior to diversification. It is the crucible of evolution. Conversely, the frenzied...
Hello? What's up? I was trying to watch this video and learn about the Elden Ring lore, and it's not making a lick of fucking sense to me whatsoever, so... I also think this might just be too fucking nerdy for me. At least this video in particular. So I might just have to play the game and... Huh? It's not that it doesn't make sense. Here, hang on, because I'm gonna quit watching this video and I'm gonna unmute you on my stream so people can hear you as well. It's not that it doesn't make sense. It's just that the first time I played, I didn't pay a lick of attention to any of it, and so I was just gonna watch a video. That way I understood everything as I was playing it. But I think I might just play the fucking game at this point and just try to learn. So all I know right now is that I am a class of warrior that they refer to as the Tarnished, and they're sending me to go get the Elden Ring. And the Elden Ring was shattered, and a bunch of demigods went to go get it, and then that caused a giant war where nobody really won.
Yeah.
Okay, then I know what I need to know so far.
I mean, the only thing you're really missing from that equation is the reason there was wars and everything else, because whoever gets the Elden Ring becomes the Elden Lord.
Right. What's this thing? Oh, nice. Now, I don't remember. Can I? Oh, I can. Okay. So let's go buy this thing that it wants me to buy. So it wanted me to buy a crafting kit, a torch, and a telescope. You can do the optional cave and catacomb objectives to gain talisman and materials as needed. So maybe I do that.
Wait, well, you'll...
Purchase telescope. Okay. Cool. Okay, so technically my next step is to obtain the Limgrave West map fragment, pick up the whetstone knife, and get the Ash of War Storm Stomp from an underground chest. Visit 3 sites of grace or rest in front of the one to speak with Milena to unlock Torrent. Your mount after this teleport to the Church of Ella to meet Rena and unlock the Spirit Casting Belt and get the Lone Wolf Ashes. So there's the Groveside Cave. You can do the optional cave and catacomb objectives to gain talisman and materials. Or I can just go to the gate, I suppose. So I'm going to travel to the cave. We're gonna run out of the cave. There's gonna be soldiers again, which is fine because they are easy as shit to kill. And then we're gonna go down to this camp. We're gonna kill all these guys. That's what's gonna happen. Now these little fuckers seem a little bit harder to kill. Okay. Oh, roll. heal. Ah! I almost died off the rip. God damn, I suck at this game. Holy moly. Okay. Just want to try to kill as many people as possible, get some XP, figure out how I'm going to play this game. I don't want the dog to run at me. Okay. Roll, roll. Nope. God damn. Okay. We'll heal real quick. We have one more flask. Because I cannot apparently not get hit. Okay. Now, I do remember the fact that Big Bad Pantheon is over here because I fought him about 100 times when I first played this game. So, let's go ahead and discover this Mark of Grace. You guys are probably hungry. I don't think I fed you. See if I can make it through this camp without dying. That'd be pretty clutch. Ow. Ow. Okay, I got a flail. And I barely have, well, no, I don't have any more healing, so I gotta be a little careful. Okay. don't see the big commander. Oh, that's him. I think, at least. Now, if I rest, people will come back. But if I rest, I get my my flasks back. So how do I use? Okay. Oh, I cannot zoom. So that's literally all the telescope does. So there's the dude with the horn. There's the big dude with the spear. There's probably a couple soldiers. Like I see the one at least. Oh, I could risk it. I could try to walk through the camp and just pick off a few more people. Because I'm probably not killing this dude first try because I'm a moron. What are you playing right now? How effective is hiding in a bush in this game? Okay, killed the dude with the horn. I got the Limgrave West map fragment. Oh, I'm getting greedy. I'm feeling myself. I think it might be time to fight big bad bitch boy over here. Oh shit! He tricked me. Oh, I'm fucked now. You know what? Can I just rest? And I regret it. I'm sorry. I would rather just rest and kill all of them again. Oh, that was bad. Oops.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
I'm not maidenless.
I can play the role of maiden. turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it
Nice.
to traverse great distances.
Cool.
It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect. Shall I turn your rune? Let my hand rest. Share them with me. Your thoughts.
With the level up menu, you can spend
your
runes to increase your
ambitions,
attributes. With each attribute increase, your level
principles you would
rises by
follow.
1. As your level rises, so does the amount of runes required for your next attribute increase. Now how? I should have read that. Oh shit. How do I... Is this where I do it? Is this why I'm losing my sanity? How the fuck do I equip? You can tell it's gonna be a problem me playing this game when I can't even figure out how to...
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word? A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. Ah, as I had hoped. I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erd Tree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
Okay, cool. Now again, can I... Why? Dude, am I stupid? I'm literally gonna have to search how to do this. This is so embarrassing. Holy moly. Why that was so difficult. That was sad, to say the least. Okay. So I need to get the whetstone knife, and I need to get the storm stomp. So what I would like to do is kill everybody in this camp and find the things that I need. No, 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 no. No! Oh, I'm out of... Whew! Damn, he didn't even drop anything? It's kind of lame. Okay, I don't have a ton of health, so let's be a little careful. apologize. I used all my... Okay, so there were stairs over here, which I believe is probably where that chest is. I'm just trying to be a little careful. Don't want to rest, because I don't want all these people to come back either. Liar. No trap. Hidden path? I think that's a lie. I genuinely don't remember if that chest is good or not. From an underground... This has to be real. Oh. With a whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War to grant your armaments new skills at Sites of Grace. An armament can only have one skill. Any skill it previously had will be removed. An armament's type determines what skills it can have. Some special armaments have unique skills. Cool. Okay. Southeast from the Gatefront ruins, you'll hear shouting from Bach the Seamster. He's been transformed into a small red tree, so hit the small tree once and talk to him to begin his quest line. This quest will take you to the Coastal Cave, which also unlocks access to the Church of Dragon Communion. Defeat the demi-humans in the Coastal Cave, then go to Bach at the entrance to return his sewing needle and tailoring tools. Southeast from Bach's first location, a knight's cavalry will spawn during the night on the bridge. Defeat him. Awards the Ash of War repeating thrust. Cool. Well. So let's do this. Let's rest. I can level up. Might as well just keep doing my health, I suppose, for now. Let's... Oh, I was about to say, huh? This time... Okay. So we want to go down to this telescope. I guess the other thing I could do real quick is just make sure no helmet. Vanquishing enemy groups will replenish your flask. The number of type... Okay, cool.
Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me. Why won't anyone look me in the eye? I'm not that ugly, am I? What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes, I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, when they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you... Or... well, if you can... I could sneak back, then I'd be of some... Right, I'm... My knees... Right, I'm...
I don't know where Coastal Cove is. The quest will take you to the Coastal Cave, southern portion of the western beach. So I'm guessing like down here. How do I, like, why can I not pause my game? I don't. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go fill my water bottle real quick. And then hopefully when I relaunch it, it's not on multiplayer. to the coastal cove. Now, how do I actually get down to the beach? Oh, if I hit L, that would probably be smart. Am I stupid? There's gotta be like a path down here somewhere. Is this the way down to the beach? The hell is this thing? Planet of the Apes, baby. What's up, Caesar? Oh, Cobra looking motherfucker. Got him. This does not look like the beach. This is not how you get to the beach. I'm making this game so much harder than it actually needs to be. It's kind of funny. I don't need to fight them right now. Let's just run up that way and just see if I can find how to actually get down there. This is the starting area. There's the big tree sentinel. Do I just run now? Is this how I get down there? Was I just not in the right spot, maybe? damage. Actually, low key. Those penguins? The hell? Oh, they're like pigeons. Okay. So, the southern portion of the western beach, the coastal cave, which also unlocks access to the Church of Dragon Communion if you continue further in the cave without exiting it via portal. That's giving me a fucking headache. So where is this coastal cave? This looks like it might be a cave. Yeah, this seems about right. Okay, here we go. We're in the right spot now, I think. Here we go.
Oh. You must leave.
No. Not to my boy Bach. Whoa, it is dark. This is giving me a false sense of hope, to be honest with you. Summon this cooperator. Why not? Don't know what this does. I'm assuming this is some sort of bossy type deal. Demi-human chief. Shit. Oh shit. Oh my fucking god. I'm dead. There's way too much going on right now. Dude, hit the... Oh, there's my first death. I gotta get in a good cadence here. That was a struggle to say the least. Torch. Oh, I forgot I lose all my... Alright, so before I go through the fog, let's make sure I equip a shield or something. So let's run through this cave again. Try not to take damage. Dude. Okay.
Oh.
one at a time is more my pace. I hope if I used all my resources too. Gotta get used to playing this game again. Cool. No. Let's keep going. Because I want to access this. Defeat the demi-humans, then go back to Box. Southeast from Box. First location, a Knight's Cavalry will spawn. Okay. That's a pretty good list of things to kind of accomplish here. So let's go up here. Let's access whatever the hell this is. Grace up here. Nice. Church of the Dragon Communion. Choose which dragon ability to make thine own. Oh, I like have to have something. Ah, oh, cool. I can't even do this then. That's fine though. At least I have access to it. Okay, so let's go back to Bach. Let's turn this quest in.
Oh. Wait, you got it. What made you go and do a thing like that? My mum was a seamstress, and that sewing kit was all I had to remember her by. I always wanted to be just like sweet old mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I? Thank you very... I always wanted... Then I...
Southeast from Bach's first location. A Knight's Cavalry will spawn during the night right on the bridge. This is going to be an interesting one because I think this is Gonna be another little learning curve. So let's go ahead and rest. Let's go ahead and pass time. Let's see what we can do against the big boy on the horse. No, shit. Okay. What the hell? Oh. You couldn't let me finish killing the small dude? I can't even hit him. Okay. Whoa. God damn it. Oh, what the? That's a bunch of bullshit. I'm so bad at fighting, let alone fighting on a horse, coupled with fighting an enemy that is also on a horse. Yes. About how I thought that was gonna go. I didn't realize he could summon his fucking horse back. It's not really gonna do much considering I'm just gonna wait and make them respawn, but it's fine. I didn't really think about that when I chose my respawn location, I guess. Oh, I feel like that shouldn't have hit me. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Can I read what these like actually do? Is there an area for that? Grants affinities and skills to an armament. That's all it says. We're gonna see what kind of skills and affinities I actually get. Oh, they're usable on all melee armaments. Storms. There's like no. Am I? Here we go. Stomp hard on the ground to kick up a momentary storm. Okay, what's this other one do? Hold the flat of the armament to your face and pledge a resolve, powering up your next attack. I am most likely to miss that attack, so why don't we just do the storm stomp or whatever. Now I genuinely have no idea how to actually use that. Hang on, I want to... Two-hand weapon? I don't know. Are you requesting that I use one? Are you telling me that I need one? I need more than... I need a little bit more to go off of than that. If you two-hand the katana. Ah. Well, how do I... There. Oh, I see. Does this make it slower to use, though? Ah, shit. Ah! Shit! Funny if you just jump off the edge. Oh! I don't know if I should stay on my horse or not. Not a big fan that he can just get his horse back either. It's kind of lame. Okay. Let's see if we can figure this out. Left trigger holds the skill and it does more damage to hand. Okay, cool. Appreciate the help, at least. Right, yeah. Let's drag them out here a little bit so I can just at least... Yeah. Alright, let's kill this motherfucker. Let's try not to use any of my pots until I have them half health. my damage. Or as I just straight up die. Well, shit. Alright, let's try it. I'm just curious. Let's see how this fucking goes. Let's see if fighting on horseback is the move. Why did that not... I did not mean to jump there. Fuck me. I think fighting on horseback is gonna have to be the move. I'm just gonna have to get better at it. I wonder if I could drag him to an area where I could summon my wolves. Because that would always be helpful as well. Or I can just get fucked real quick. Okay. Just curious if he'll follow me. Ah, okay, so I'm too far outside of his, like, area. It's fine. Might be better to explore some dungeons before fighting him. So the game allows you to pretty much go anywhere, anytime. There's usually weapon upgrade materials. Yeah, so just for some context, I've played, like, 60 hours, maybe. I'm just not good at these games. Maybe that's not even like the right way to put it. I just don't typically play these kind of games, and so I just have to get used to the patient fighting style, the parrying, the rolling, and all that. And I am following like a loose guide, so I'm just trying to kind of figure out exactly like how I want to go about doing this. Yeah, I don't know. That might not be the worst idea. I think I can beat this guy. I don't think it's a matter of how good or bad my equipment is. I hate to admit it, but it's probably user error. So I might try a little bit and just see if I can, what I can kind of do here. Can I dodge on my horse? Or am I just, is B like the best way to do that? Is jumping the best way to do that? Be patient here. Just little drive-bys. Or just take a massive hit. Or two of them. Okay. Man. Okay, that's fine. That was a lot better. I can do this. had the right idea. I just fucked it up. I'm gonna let him turn around, grab my dead body, kill the full campers, hop on the horse. We're gonna beat his ass. We're gonna kill him this time. Yeehaw. That's not a good start. I feel like this guy's not even that hard to kill. I am just so bad at fighting on my horse. Jesus. Dude. Holy shit. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I want to do. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna pee. Play for 2 hours. I'll give myself like another hour, I'd say, of gameplay, and I'd like to try to make a little bit more progress. Alright, let Let me use the restroom real quick. So this is what I'm gonna do. I've been following like the quick location guide. Let's go to the big walkthrough and let's see what it tells me to do. So I'm not in the tutorial, I'm in Limgrave. Visit the merchant, the right tools at your disposal. Where do I find Bach? Gather some smithing stones. Early in the game or later after you explore the map, we highly recommend that you visit the Limgrave tunnels. This location can be found southeast side of the map from the ruins. Bring a torch. You'll see a lift that'll take you down. Okay. Southeast from the gate front. Let's go maybe do some dungeons, get my shit together. I'm guessing this area that it's telling me to go to is like right on the other side of this bridge, so. I really want to fight that, but I really don't at the same time. Okay. Now, I know I have to kill these fuckers. I don't remember. Nice. And I got an axe. Does no bleed. Way more damage. Barbaric Roar. Okay. I'm not mad about it. And I have a bunch of runes now. So that's always a good thing as well, because I can probably level up again. Let's... Shit. That's gonna attack me. Where is this? Can't tell if this is the... Oh my, what the fuck? Can't use my normal arrows? You pull your fucking sword out, you jackass. Fucking idiot. quite clearly not in the fucking state of mind for that. Is there not a little mark of grace around here where I can like level up? I have to be being an idiot right now. There's gotta be one like right here. I need this poison to wear off. Sheesh. Okay. That was just embarrassing. That was bad. Not do it again. That'd be even worse. As I about jump off a cliff. Let's go pick up my body. My runes, whatever. Let's not get mauled by a bear either. What am I missing here? Fuck off. Is there like 2 sets of clips? What? Oh. I know what it fucking did. God damn it. Okay, learning curve. Put my body on the cliff that I fell off of instead of down at the bottom where I died. So that's how that goes. Let's go down here. Let's grab, I believe this is going to be a map fragment, but I also believe this is kind of where it was trying to tell me to go. I hope at least. Oh, that's a big ass bear. Please don't hit me. Oh my fucking lord. I think this is the lift it was telling me about. We're gonna find out if it is. I'm just gonna... Good God. This is not where it wanted me to go. I am so not where I'm supposed to be. That's fine. That's fine. We got the map fragments. That's cool for now. buddy. Okay. So let's, I'm assuming, level up. First, go back to the top. On the left side of the lift, you'll see you can jump down onto a pathway. This is a dead end. Instead, go down to the other pathway just below, and you'll find a corpse, and you'll pillage it to find golden runes. Head to the lower section where the site is by dropping onto the platforms. There are red candles. Go back up to the top. Oh, I see what it's... Jesus, okay. Jesus Christ. That's already 2 fucking deaths by falling. That's so bad. How the fuck do I get down? Come on. Oh my, yeah, I love being locked onto this motherfucker, and my guy just misses his attack. Christ. Buddy. Ah, shit. Nope, I don't like that. Alright, I've been playing long enough. I think what we're gonna do is call it a night. Did not learn as much about the lore as I nearly wanted to, and I'm struggling to play this game, but I'm confident that we'll get better. This was just the beginning. 3-hour stream and did not make it super far. So I will be back maybe tomorrow night depending on how my day goes, but I think this is a good stopping point, and I have a good idea of what at least what guide I want to follow now. This one's more in depth than the one I was following, and I think it'll help me level up a bit more and whatnot. So I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll keep on grinding this out.